The guard died because I, personally, had previously added poison to the chocolates. No, that can't be right. I used poison derived from monkshood, a notoriously dangerous plant. As a flower seller, it was simple to acquire. Why did you do it, mademoiselle? Why? Monsieur, people have tried to kill the king before, and people will try again. He's a vile man who has no respect or love for the people who suffer under him. I did it to better the French people. I don't believe that at all! Fucking say something! Mademoiselle, are you being coerced or threatened? Speak freely. No, monsieur, I'm confessing out of my own volition. It is my guilt and nobody else's. So she's admitting to it, pretty much. Well, defense, it looks like you won the confession out of this murderous pute. I suppose that gets your client, Prince Juan, completely on the hook. So shall we wrap this court session up? No. I have further question for the witness, Your Honor. Further questions? To what end? You already proved your client innocent. Yeah. Look, Renard obviously wants to protect her, so... I wish to uncover the truth. You aren't here to uncover the truth. You're here to defend Prince Juan, and you've done that job with a disgusting level of diligence. Nonetheless, I believe the Aunt Mademoiselle has omitted something of huge importance. I wish to question her further. Something of huge importance? I won't allow it. Fine, can I at least show something to the witness? Yeah, I can show her the parents are safe. Our parents are safe, so she's free to speak. You and the prosecutor are a right pair of moralizing blowhards, aren't you? You're doing my head in. Fine. If he'll shut you up, I'll let you show one magical mystery item to the witness. I can't imagine you'll have anything up your sleeve to change the flow of this trial, though. Monsieur Falcon, save it. I have nothing more to say. Take your stubs. Please take a look at these, mademoiselle. Train ticket stubs. Look at the names. Papa, Mama. In Vienna? Really? Are they safe? They are. The tickets were arranged courtesy of the fox. Then that means the wolf has nothing to hold over me. I can speak freely. Indeed. Go ahead, mademoiselle. Why are you two muttering about down there? I'm amending my testimony, Your Honor. Members of the court, everything I've said today has been the truth. I did go to the Louvre on the 7th of January. I did present a box of chocolates, poisoned chocolates, to the king. Except it was not of my volition. I was threatened. I was forced to carry out the task under threat of harm. You see, my family have been struggling to get by. The winter has been harsh and my flower business has been struggling. One day a man approached me. A man I assumed to be kind-hearted. This man offered me 200 francs to get us through the cold. But I could not afford to repay the debt. When I attempted to bargain with the man, and he offered me a deal. Assist him with murder and he would drop all debts. Refuse and he would ruin me and my parents. I obliged because the alternative meant death for those I loved. The name of the man who did this is Judge Romulus. Somehow I'm not surprised at that. Ha! What a creative story! This is obviously a last-minute desperate attempt at passing the buck. The sheer laziness of this girl to accuse a man she's never met before. She's blatantly floundering. Indeed, I have a dozen of these self-pitying yarns during my time as a prosecutor. Although admittedly this is the first time I've seen a witness directly accuse a judge. Quite a brazen gambit. But in any case, these sorts of stories never turn out to be true. They're always proven to be fabrications born of desperation. I've never been more honest, monsieur. Listen, Mademoiselle Cygne, I would like to believe your story. You're accusing a man, a judge no less, of conspiring to murder the king is a hugely serious accusation. Do you have any proof to support your story? Proof? You say the judge lent you money. Then you both must have signed a contract when you made the transaction. That contract would suffice as proof. Ah, let me guess. She's going to present it. It will be written in green ink. And I was holding a pen that had green ink in it. And that's going to prove you wrote it. Yeah, I can guess most of this. I mean, the contracts were all verbal. he said the money was a gift at first, and only later said that I had to repay him. How convenient. Of course this supposed contract doesn't exist. The mademoiselle has no proof because her story is a blatant lie. How can you have to do something to have anything to link Judge Romulus to Mademoiselle something? A link. Of course. Members of the court, I know for certain that the Mademoiselle's story is true. I can say with certainty that Judge Romulus has made contact with Mademoiselle Cygne in the past. I know this because at this very moment I am only a key piece of evidence that links Judge Romulus directly to the crime scene. Links him direct. It must be the pen. I can't see what else can it be. The business card? But we already know that Prince 1 is Volpez. It must be the pen. I know this pen belongs to Judge Romulus. That much is obvious. If I had to present it right now, I wouldn't prove anything. I had to find a link between the judge and the crime scene. Sure, it's this supposed evidence of my meddling. So it does belong to him, but I need to link him to the scene. Damn. Is it the No. Is it? In my mind, it's either the business card or the book page. Well, it says it links him directly to the crime scene, so it must be the book page. Anyone? This iron tied the judge directly to the scene of the crime. You're going to have to elaborate, JJ. How exactly does it do that? Oh great, I probably heard the wrong thing. I'm not sure. Useless. You're wasting everyone's time, defense. I know I have something. Okay. It's the business card then. Nope, it's not the business card either. Flip. This trial's a I can't present the Facebook, so it must be something I have here. I have to link him to the crime scene, then present the pen. The chocolate wrapper? No, it's not the chocolate wrapper either. I don't know what the evidence is. Enough! You're overstepping your bounds as a defense attorney, Falcon. You've clearly proven your client is innocent by tracking down the real murderer. Your job is done. But, Your Honor, I'm afraid the judge is in the right here, it's obvious that you want to exonerate this mademoiselle, and that's admirable. Yeah, I run out of choices. The only other thing I can think of is the flower. Yeah. Yeah, this is probably a game over now, for a better name. But it's also obvious you don't have the evidence to support your claims right here and now. Let this go. The mademoiselle can defend herself in her own trial. So we're in agreement, prosecutor. We're ready to wrap this up. We are. I have no further questions for the defendants or for Mademoiselle Cygne. I shall now converse with the jury to decide Prince 1's verdict, although I suppose this won't take too long. Don't worry, Mademoiselle, we'll get you out of this. Won't we, Falcon? Yeah. Sparrowson, you're clearly a caring individual, but this outcome is for the best. How the hell is this for the best? My parents are safe, that's all I want. Your parents, but what about you? Well, that deliberation was straightforward. We find the defendant, Prince 1 Corrido, to be cleared of all charges. We therefore find the defendant not guilty. Yeah. I wonder, can I... You haven't been formally tried yet. Unfortunately, we have a free trial slot this afternoon. We should be able to determine your guilt by nightfall. You may receive the blade of the guillotine by tomorrow. How lucky! I see. You look scared, mademoiselle. Don't fret. They sharpen the guillotine blades regularly. Sure, I don't like this guy at all. This guy reminds me of Blaze the best so badly. Nobody here likes gallows humor. Whatever. Court is adjourned. I think this is goodbye. Thank you, Monsieur Falcon. Monsieur Sparrowson. You did your best. It can't end like this. This isn't how I wanted things to go, Senior Falcon. But, yeah. I'm gonna let this play out. It'll probably let me reload. No. Me neither. We mustn't blame ourselves. You made an admirable effort to save everyone. What good is effort if these are the results I produce? Tell me, Senior Falcon, do you know why I hired you as my defense lawyer? I really don't. I hired you because I thought you were a lawyer with a philosophy, an ideal. And I stand by that. You are a man with a strong ideal. It's just unrefined, like an unpolished gemstone. I'm sure that given enough time, your ideal will become refined, and you will come to live up to your reputable family name. The Falcon name is reputable? I don't know. He's not talking about... Never mind. In any case, here's your payment. I don't deserve this. It's quite a lot. Keep it. I dragged you into this. It's only fair that I compensate you for your time. I think this is the last you will see of Prince Juan. But feel free to come by our own associates if you get any help in the future, Senior Falcon. Impressive, JJ. You've actually managed to successfully defend your client. Severin. Are you going to be in charge of prosecuting Mademoiselle Cygne? Probably. Why? Do you think you can get a reduced sentence? For attempting to murder the king? I emphasize with the Mademoiselle, JJ, but I'm not a miracle worker. No lawyer can save the flower girl now. I'm going to go get a drink. Yeah. Hello! Sorry for the cut. You may notice I have pieces of evidence that I didn't have before. That's because I did this entire trial over from the start and repeated this segment in particular several times before I realized I didn't have the piece of evidence I needed to get the good ending here. How long did it take? Half an hour? An hour? I don't know. I was annoyed, mad, but I finally have the piece of evidence I need. Romulus was the one who bought the chocolate bar, and I have his receipt right here, signed in green ink, and the fountain pen is also in green ink. So, I'll present the pen, and then the receipt. I think you should take a look at this, Severin. Me? You don't trust in the judge's hand? Why is that? What does that piece of paper say? This is a receipt for a box of chocolates from Lander Hagelslack's Chocolate Emporium on the 6th of January. Made out to a man named Romulus? Are you baby nervous? You baby nervous? It took me a good 30-40 minutes to get to this point. The writing upon the receipt is clear. A man named Romulus bought chocolates on the day before the murder. These chocolates happen to have been the same brand and flavour as the ones that were used in the royal assassination attempt. By itself, this evidence will not be definitive. It would only suggest the judge has something of a sweet tooth. But taking in conjunction with Mademoiselle's updated testimony, that would imply the judge was directly involved in the assassination attempt. Judge Romulus, do you have anything to say about this? Yep. That receipt's not mine. I haven't stepped foot in a chocolate shop in years. Such a liar. You cannot be serious. The receipt is indisputable proof of your purchase. Indisputable? Watch me dispute it. What you have there is a scrap of paper with the word Romulus scrawled on it. Is it a forgery? Are there simply two men named Romulus living in Paris? I don't have a clue. What I do know is that you have nothing to prove that I was the one who signed that receipt. This is absurd. You want me to dig up court documents with your signature so we're going to take a handwriting analysis? There's no need for an analysis! You've got something with you. You've got a green pen with you. That wouldn't be possible. I believe His Honor uses a rubber stamp for signing off on official court documents. That would be correct. Well, sir, man, I don't need the judge's signature. I already have in my profession. Proof the signature on the receipt belongs to Judge Romulus. Present the pen! Oh, but first things first, I believe you dropped your pen, Your Honor. Oh yeah, that's mine. Thanks, I've been looking for that thing everywhere. I thought as much. Mesdames and Messieurs, last night I was assaulted outside Salpêtrière Hospital. I did not see the assailant's face, but I did accidentally grab some from their garments as I was thrown into the Seine. Oh, so that's why you smell fish. I wanted to say something, but I thought it might be rude. This fountain pen is the very item I grabbed. Did I say this pen was mine? On closer inspection, I must have been mistaken. Save it, Your Honor. I'm not here to press assault charges. What interests me most about this pen is the ink it contains. It is emerald green in colour. As we all know, only baddies write in green. Well, yes, but more importantly, it's a rare and unusual choice of ink colour. I venture only a dozen people in all of Paris are arrogant enough to write in green. And I venture only one of those arrogant people is named Romulus. So Judge Romulus lacks respect for classic penmanship. What of it? Take a look at the chocolate receipt, Severin. That receipt was signed with emerald green ink. It certainly is quite a coincidence. No, there is no more room for coincidence. There is no more doubt. There is only one narrative that can tie this ridiculous string of evidence together and end this ridiculous trial once and for all. On the 6th of January, you, Judge Romulus, bought a box of chocolates with a custom filling. That custom filling contained poison, originating from the father of Mademoiselle Cygne, a street seller who owed you a debt. On the 7th of January, you, Judge Romulus, leveraged that debt to force the girl to present the poisoned chocolates to the king. Then, an idiot of a man by the name of Juan... You can tell that even Falcon's sick of this trial by now. Framed himself as the murderer in order to take the fall with Mademoiselle Cygne's stem. You pushed for one's guilt by priming a witness, Monsieur Toussaint Kingsley, and when that failed, you pressured Mademoiselle Cygne to take full responsibility for the crime. That is the only narrative that makes sense. Admit it. Fine, I do admit it. I purchased the chocolates. I added the poison. I put a peasant girl in debt just so I could force her to take the fall. I was the one who wanted the king murdered, but there is not a damn thing any of you could do about it. I am the one who holds the gavel. I am the one who passes the sentences. With a snap of my fingers, I could have each and every one of you guillotined to the plaster afterlips before nightfall. Who judges the judges? Who stands above me? Nobody! Not even God can condemn me when I sit so highly! What's with the Watchmen reference all of a sudden? Attempting to murder a king. Corrupting the cour d'assises. What an utterly repulsive individual. Don't touch me, you dirty pig! You have no authority over me! He doesn't. I do. Take him away, Inspector. I'm not done! I'm not done with any of you! You're all guilty! You'll see! A revolution is coming! The rebels will overrun Paris! The king and government will fall! The bourgeois will be slaughtered! We shall have a glorious second republic! A republic free of class! Where everyone is free and equal! Hey, don't touch me! Just another ranting lunatic, Your Majesty. Ignore him. Wow, Valetti, you actually did your job. You just gained a respect point. And yes, my voice did. You now have one respect point. Yeah, because you had none, because you were so useless before. Of course, carry on, Inspector. What happens now? I guess I'm supposed to take over the President Judge's duties. Well, given the surprising series of revelations that just took place, we believe the results are clear. We find defendant Prince Juan Corrido to be cleared of all charges. We therefore find the defendant not guilty. Finally! That took forever! What happens to me now? Mademoiselle, it is clear you were coerced. However, you still played a significant role in the king's assassination attempt. By all rights, you must be tried for your crimes. I see. I cannot argue. But, as it happens, due process was not followed during this trial session. Judge Romulus thoroughly disrupted the proceedings. Consequently, I believe most of the testimonies given during this trial session would not be seen as valid in a court of law. What does that mean? He's saying you're free to go. Correct. As a prosecutor, I see no crime to prosecute. Really? Thank you so much, monsieur. And thank you, messieurs. Without your help and assurances, I don't know where I would be right now. You'd probably be executed. Are my parents really in Vienna? I think so, but you would have to ask the Fox for details. I don't know exactly what he arranged. Although now that Judge Romulus poses no threat, I suppose your parents would be free to move back to Paris. Actually, I may follow them to Vienna. You need a holiday after all this drama? Well, yes, but also I want to get away from here before the fighting starts. You mean the revolution Judge Romulus mentioned? He doesn't seem mentally stable. Pay him no mind. It's not just him, monsieur. In the streets, everyone talks of an uprising. If you were smart, you would clear out of here too. Thanks for the concern, mademoiselle. But we're far from smart, so we're staying put. I see. Then good luck, messieurs, and farewell. Maybe we can meet again when this is all blown over. Wait, mademoiselle, don't you want to have a quick celebratory drink? Oh, she's gone. So I guess it's just you, me, and the Fox, right, Falcon? That sounds good, Sparrowson. Take Prince Juan back to the Aviary office. I need to sort some paperwork with Severin. Okie dokie. I suppose the congratulations are in order. Uncovering the truth in the way you did. It's quite a feat. Everything went far better than I could have hoped. But you surprised me at the end with that little lie of yours. Lie? This trial's testimonies are completely invalid. Bullcock. You and I both know this trial could use ample valid evidence for Mademoiselle Cygne to be detained and tried. Even with coercion accounted for, I bet she would still be found guilty of conspiracy or accessory to murder. So why are you holding back? You know, 10, maybe even 5 years ago, I probably would have prosecuted Mademoiselle Cygne. When I was fresh out of law school, I thought my role as a prosecutor was to condemn every potential criminal that come my way. So basically you Von Karma. I thought, if the guilty person ends up behind bars, or on the hanging dock, then justice has been served. But as I gained experience, I started noticing the details. The details? The extenuating circumstances, the personal considerations. The gaps in the law were even when due process is followed to the letter, good people are punished and wrongdoers walk free. I hated it. So I changed my role. I decided I should not strive to secure a guilty verdict, but to ensure that justice is served. I could prosecute Mademoiselle Cygne, and she would definitely be convicted, but that would not serve justice. You're a good lawyer. You're a good lawyer, Kokoriko. Well, you're not terrible, Falcon. I must congratulate you, Signor Falcon and Signor Sparrowson. What am I doing, still using that old accent? I of course meant congratulations, Monsieur Falcon and Monsieur Sparrowson. It's no big deal. We were just doing our jobs. No. Your job ended when you proved my innocence. Everything after that was you going above and beyond your duties. Of course I was counting on you to do so. A lesser lawyer would surely have stumbled or caved in. Oh, before I forget, your payment. Thank you, Monsieur Volpes. It's been a strange case, but I'm glad the truth came to light. I'll see you out. Wait, Monsieur Volpes, before you go, something's been bothering me. Why did you come to us in the first place? Sure, there are much more reputable lawyers out there because it's a better job. Oh? More reputable than the Falcon that stands before me? Well, yeah, Falcon's got a sucky track record. True, he does have a mixed record, but his family name is hugely respected in the lawyering world. I chose Monsieur Falcon as my lawyer for that reason alone. Huh? Really? I've heard of another lawyer named Falcon. Let's not go down this road, Monsieur Lopez. I don't go by my old name for a reason. That is fair. We shouldn't be fixated on the past, should we? After all, it's already been and gone. The future is where our potential lies. That's what we should be paying attention to. The storm is approaching fast. You mean the revolution the crooked judge mentioned? Indeed. I dare say that the wolf is right. A rebellion is coming, one way or the other. Listen, Monsieur Falcon. You'll probably have a surge of work over the coming days. If you want me to dig up the dirt on anyone, please feel free to stop by my office at any time. Dig up the dirt? I am a private investigator. It's what I do. I'll bear it in mind. Thank you, Monsieur Lopez. Good day, messieurs. I'm going to go get a drink. Seriously, Falcon? What? We're just going to ask me about tea or coffee? We did it! And we've still got 2 cases to go. You don't know what happened. The case is done. Well, guess we're going to carry on.